All right, what's up, guys and gals? How are you doing today? My name is There No One Else? Just back from 4th of July weekend. I wanted to get another video out for you guys. This one is going to be a tutorial video on the PvP tank build on my YouTube channel titled The Little Brother. If you haven't seen it, please go back and check it out now so you get an idea for what we're running. If you've seen all my other videos, or in general, if you've seen some of the things I talk about, for the most part, up until the Morrowind patch, I've thought that like PvP tanks are almost useless. Not that they don't have their spot. If you put a tank guarded with a PvP healer, a really good healer, like they have their uses there, but they just don't have enough utility for me in a small scale group to find it useful, to find it very good until Morrowind. Now, our build, just quickly rolling over it, we're running 5 Werewolf Hide, 2 Blood Spawn, and both those give you ultimate regen. So for Stamina DK, that gives us our resources, that gives us our healing, that allows us to pop more shield ulti so we can be a lot more tanky. On top of that, we're wearing 5 Vanguard's Challenge, and what Vanguard's Challenge is when you taunt an enemy, they do 50% less damage to everybody on your team, but 100% more damage to you. So, if you can pull off Vanguard's Challenge and you can be very tanky, the way PvP goes right now, most good groups, or most groups in general, when they see a tank, they avoid you. So, unless they see the animation and they know what Vanguard's Challenge is, they're going to avoid you and you're not going to take any damage while your entire team is taking 50% less. That's why it's so strong. On top of that, when we are focused, we are so tanky that we can survive those bursts. So I have a couple clips for you guys, just to kind of highlight the build. These aren't going to be sexy clips, let's be honest. This is a tank build video. So we're going to be holding block, we're going to be hitting people with ransack, and we're going to be staying alive. I have a couple tips and tricks along the way. We're not going to be killing anybody with this setup, really. Actually, I do kill a few people, which is hilarious, but that's not the point of this setup. We're going to be tanky. We're going to do things to keep people alive, and these videos, some of them highlight the build and group play, some of them highlight our tankiness, and then we have another one to highlight like what we can do specifically to one person and where we make mistakes. So these aren't all going to be the best clips. These are just, what happened when it happened, what I could have done better, those sorts of things. Because we're all trying to figure stuff out. I feel like if you play a build, you have to be playing a build solidly for 2 to 3 weeks to become really, really good at it. I've only been playing this for, about a week now, maybe 3 days. So I'm not going to say I'm an expert. There's a lot of things I don't do well with this. It can get a lot better. So with all of that being said, let's jump into the clips. This first clip, it's me and a healer, and we're outside of Ash, and we were trying to make a push here. There was a few blues with us. Sorry, I'm gonna explain here really quick. There were a few blues with us, and I thought in my head, I was like, you know what? If we go in there and I ransack these guys from the back, because they were sieging. It's like if I hit a couple of these guys and we get our 5 people in there, we could really just kind of mow through this back half of the group and then get to the front and really create a lot of pressure. Well, they all turned around, and yeah, so it didn't go too well. I wasn't able to ransack these guys. I wasn't able to get them to do 50% less damage to my healer buddy because I didn't get to ransack them. They basically just came out in a swarm. They saw my buddy healing. They focused him. The other blues didn't follow us, so we just kind of had a naked push by the 2 of us against the 10 of them. But this clip is just going to show how tanky we are in Morrowind. So my buddy's going to die right here, which is too bad. Then they're going to focus me in a Destro ulti, getting hit. I pop a shield ulti, Mage's Wrath. You can see how many people are focusing me right now. My health isn't really going down. I have another shield ulti. I just had one before. I just got another one. They're still focusing me. I have the one that reflects. Now I get behind this rock to get them off me a little bit. Trying to find a spot to go to. I saw a few blues, so I went that way a little bit. Now we just have 2 people whipping us. We got a guy poison injection spamming. We're going to try and go over here. I should have gone to the rocks to the right. That was my mistake. And then I was like, well, maybe I can get this guy up. Maybe these guys will be dumb and like allow me to revive. They don't. but my health's not going down. But all these guys come out of this keep, and I start getting beat on, and inevitably this many people hitting you is going to kill you. But as you can see, we're very tanky, so we can definitely, in a smaller scale situation, take on 100% more damage from a few people, which is the point of this setup. This clip is going to be, we're trying to find a fight. There was 5 of us. One of our guys wasn't here, so it was 4 of us. And you'll be able to see everybody that's here. It's 4 of us in our group, and it's 2 other blues. And we're going over to try and find a fight, and all of a sudden a big Zerg shows up, so we get in the tower. My entire goal in this situation is to try and hit as many people as possible with ransack or with my range taunt to take pressure off of everybody else, and then I'm going to kind of stand in front of this door. You'll see why, but I'm going to kind of stand in front of this door because these guys just are very slow to get through, and that's going to be another thing to discuss really quickly. But if you're PvPing, do not stand in a doorway. Do not intentionally stand in a choke. You either stay out of it or you get through it. A choke is just asking to get your ass whooped, and you'll see that happen here. But yeah, this is probably the sexiest clip that I have in here, and we did this 3 times, and then we died. We got wiped the 4th time. But we have a healer in our group. We have 3 stamina. We have 1 magicka DPS. Nobody running Destrolty, just 2 stam DPS, 1 magicka. We're all playing like single target builds. I don't know what the other 2 guys have. But yeah, sorry. I'm going to play it now. They're going to try and roll in, and I'm basically going to try and hit everybody with ransack. I'm going to stay alive. I'm going to stay in the front. I'm trying to find my healer to guard because everybody at ransack does 50% less damage to him. But if I guard him, it's 30% more. So he's taking 80% less damage when I do all of that, which is just insane. Like, this is just a ridiculous combination. And honestly, I'm not sure who you attack at that point to kill. Do you focus the healer taking 80% less damage, or do you focus the tank that is taking all that damage but he's built to be a tank? So they're all beating on me. I got my healer healing me, keeping me alive. I'm just trying to ransack everybody. That's why I went in there. I wanted to really try and make sure all these guys, I thought they might bum rush, so I wanted to make sure that they weren't going to hit my guys and do a lot of damage. So if you're a Templar or if you're a healer in general, you already do this, but in this clip, watch the upper left hand of the screen. Watch the health bars. You'll be able to see what's going on here. Like, nobody outside of me is really taking any damage. So we got about 6 people in here. We got a 6-on-5, whatever, and then we have all these people at the choke. So I'm standing here. I'm trying to make sure they don't come in. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to ransack these guys because it only lasts for 15 seconds. I want to make sure that our guys are taking. Got this guy just spamming encase on me, so I can't really do anything to get out of it. So I'm just going to buff up. He's focusing me, so it's not a big deal. But these people are coming in. I want to make sure all these guys are ransacked. They're doing 50% less damage to my group. Running out of stamina. I should really be charging heavy attacks here, just like I did right there. As soon as I saw my stamina was low, I started charging heavy attacks. But, you tread a line between trying to keep your stamina up and, making sure that everybody's doing less damage to people in your group. This guy's going to try and revive. We're going to bash. You can see we already have like 6 or 7 bodies on the floor, and there's still more people in the choke, and our heals are pretty good. Yeah, we're just trying to stop this guy from reviving, and I'm basically standing in the door to prevent these people from really pushing through. Got a couple ransacks on that guy, but he's a Templar. It doesn't look like he's doing much damage right now. He's just healing, so he's not really a high priority target. The guys you really want to focus with this setup are the known damage dealers. So Magicka Nightblades that are going to come in with the Destro ulti, those are the guys you want to hit. You don't have to worry too much about Templars in this situation if all they're doing is healing, because they're not doing any damage. Stam Nightblades, Sorks, those are the guys you really want to focus. I'm just bashing revives right here. Yeah. He does the praying hands. I missed the bash. Got a few more coming here. And yeah, you see it. It's not very exciting. We have 1 down now, so we have 3 of us with 2 blues, so it's 5 of us in here at the moment. But you see, like with a healer, with this setup, our health bars aren't going down, and we are severely outnumbered. So that's what this build does. You see, nobody's really focusing me because they know I'm a tank, and rightfully so. That's not what they should be doing. But because I'm running this set, I get to take that, I get to use that to our advantage in our group. And so I go back to guarding the healer, go back to charging heavy attacks. I really want to, like, we have a bunch of people in here now, so I'm really trying to make sure everybody's ransacked so they're doing less damage to everybody in my group. Somebody drops a meteor there. I now have a leap. I leap. We get 3 or 4 kills right there, 5 kills. A bunch of people dead. Instead of pushing out, we decided to stay in here, finish off these 3 that were remaining, and then we're going to go out and do our push and finish wiping this entire, I think it was about a 24-man, probably 20 people. So, pretty good wipe. You saw health bars not go down at all. We did this quite a few times. Yeah. I think that's the perfect example of what this setup can do. As far as tips go for this setup, if you see a Dest royalty, you want to use your ranged taunt. You want to use your inner fire, and then you want to get out of the Dest royalty, because knowingly taking 100% more damage in a Dest royalty, no matter how tanky you are, is just asking to just get destroyed. If people are focusing you already, like they're beating on you already, don't ransack them. That's the last thing you want to do, because they're already focusing you and you're just basically saying, hey, hit me and do 100% more damage. That's not what you want to do. All right, this fight isn't nearly as cool. We end up getting wiped. It's 3 of us, and then we have a few random blues that are kind of rolling in. This group of yellows is very well organized. They have a bunch of healers. They have a bunch of Dest royalties. We just don't have the healing or the damage to deal with the amount of healers and Dest royalties that they have. If we were organized with these groups of blues that were here, we probably could have done better, but we weren't. I just took a poison, bow ultimate, and soul assault there. I ransacked everybody. You see that little beam coming off their bodies? To me, that's what Vanguard's challenge is. I put a guard on that guy because he took a lot of heat. Basically, I'm going around trying to guard people that are taking damage, and I'm trying to ransack everybody so they don't do any damage. Tried to guard that guy, but he died first. Not a good spot. We've got the boss running mayhem in here. I guard my buddy here, but he's in a soul assault. He's got the bear on him. Like, he's got a bunch of people focusing him, trying to take him out. He stays alive for a long time, but yeah, he's just, he's just not tanky. 6 on people hitting him at low health. It's, asking to get killed. Now I'm here by myself, and I'm going to stop ransacking. I'm basically, when I get my shield ulti, I'm going to charge heavy attacks to get my stamina back, and I'm just going to keep my buffs up. I want to keep my vigor up. I want to keep my igneous. I want to keep returning stamina. I should be hitting this guy with a heavy attack right now, but I don't, and that was a mistake. Now I'm hitting with heavy attacks with my shield ulti up. I have 6 people beating on me right now, and they're not really doing much damage, which is the usefulness of this setup. This part is the part that I really wanted to show. So we have a blue here with us now. He's going to be our only damage dealer. We're going to get wiped, but you'll see he just took 1 soul assault. He just took 2 soul assaults. He's going to drop a meteor. He's going to kill one of these guys at some point. And now I'm just ransacking everybody now, because now they're focusing him. So I want to make sure everybody does less damage. He's taking 80% right now, so you can see everybody's focusing him, and they're not really doing anything to him. He just took a bow ulti. He was alive. For whatever reason, my guard went down there, which just makes no sense. I went around trying to get to him, to get him guarded again. My mistake here was I didn't charge up enough heavy attacks. If I were smart, I was too busy laughing at him not dying. That was like the first day. I was too busy laughing at him literally taking no damage from 6 people that I didn't really play the build right. If I was charging heavy attacks in between my ransacks and keeping my stamina up, I would have been able to eat that soul assault. I would have been able to keep that guy guarded. We could have fought for a lot longer. So that was definitely my mistake. It could have gone on a lot longer, but user error. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Hopefully it was useful. Hopefully it kind of showed this build. Once again, we're just not going to get many kills with this setup. That's not what this is designed for. This is designed to help your group really shine. Everybody around you is going to look really, really good when you're running the setup. So if you want to get wins and you want to wipe groups, having somebody run Vanguard's challenge in your group is going to be very useful, in my opinion. I think this is just 50% damage reduction is insane, in my opinion. For everybody in your group for 15 seconds, that's absolutely ridiculous. So that's just my opinion. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please comment in the section below. Obviously, You know, I haven't tested everything, so this might not be the best setup, but I think it's very good already. I think it's very strong in open world, and I think it's very powerful. And so if you like to tank and you want to block and, you know, provide use to your group by doing stuff like this, you know, check this out. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Have a nice day.